presenting the 12 laws of karma. Number 1, law of cause and effect. What we give out is what we get back. Number 2, law of creation. Life happens when we actively make it happen. Number 3, law of humility. Accept reality before you can change it. Number 4, law of growth. To change the world, change yourself first. Number 5, law of responsibility. We are always accountable for our own actions. Number 6, law of connection. Past, present, and future are all linked together. Number 7, law of focus. We move forward only by focusing on one thing. Number 8, law of giving and hospitality. Our actions must always reflect our true values. Number 9, law of here and now. Living in the past blocks our present happiness. Number 10, law of change. History repeats itself until we finally learn. Number 11, law of patience and reward. Great rewards always take time and persistence. And number 12, law of significance and inspiration. Every effort and action truly matters. Those are the 12 laws of karma. Welcome to STARCARD Podcast. Here at STARCARD Podcast, we get a glimpse at the age of Aquarius ahead of us. We also examine the worlds of education and workplace ethics. My name is Breakaway Ray. I'll be delivering the sermon for the Sunday morning service. This is a live tarot throw early on September 14, 2025. Next up, I'm checking my notes. I know exactly what's up. Let's go to the tarot cam. Here we go. There we go. That's better. All right. So I'm going to start off by asking the tarot world which of the 12 laws would apply to all of us here at STARCARD Podcast, listening in right now or sometime in the future. What would the tarot world suggest that we examine in our little discussions today? So I'm going to set my notebook aside and start shuffling. Here we go. I want to say hello to Puck Elf. I see him in the chat. I'm so glad you could join me, Puck Elf. Thank you very much. Let's have a good time. We always do. Please show us what we need to see. Please tell us what we need to hear, tarot world. We're all here ready to hear what you have to say. So I'm going to pick a card, and whatever number card it is, that's the law we'll take a look at. And if it happens to be one of those face cards, we'll pick a second card. So here we go. Ooh, it's the Hangman, but it is, wow, check it out. It's number 12. It's number 12. So let me go back to my small screen so I can check on law number 12. And it says, yeah, law of significance and inspiration. How about that? So I would like to now ask the tarot world, well, elaborate, if you please. I mean, give me something good to talk about. How's that sound? So let's give them another shuffle here. Let's talk about number 12. What would the tarot world like to throw up in the air and put on the table first? How awesome. Well, looks like we're all ready to go, even at my early hour. Spirit world never sleeps. I feel like I must be shuffling cards in my sleep. All right, what shall we talk about when it comes to law number 12? This is about law number 12. Law of significance and inspiration. Here we go. 4 cards. What do you say, tarot world? Hey, this is for entertainment purposes only. Here we go. Wow, the Queen of Wands says, zest for life. I really see an equality with both statements. You know, take a chance, take a step forward, have an adventure, make it an adventure. Every little effort and action you take really matters. It really makes a difference. I just noticed I see my Italian hand gesticulating and making a shadow on the table. That's pretty cool. All right. Anyway, I'm going to have to watch gesticulation now, eh? All right. Sorry to get all ethnic, everybody. Let's go to the next card. The Page of Swords. Well, here at STARCARD Podcast, we are examining new ideas and new ways of communicating. Certainly, that's the case with me. I never thought I'd be communicating with a deck of cards. Come on, that sounds pretty funny, right? Anyway, we're sure having fun with it. Cool. I like that message. And the Queen of Cups, she suggests a lot of empathy. And let's read what else it says on the Queen of Cups card. Compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. And the last card is that's what a punctuation mark, huh? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands says, new project, inspiration, urge to create, willpower, desire, power, potential beginnings, new opportunities, and growth. And also there's magic in the air. You know, the tarot world's even got their punctuation mark going at the end of the sentence there. So again, you know, take a step forward, you know, even if it is new and because it is new. And why not? Because it's new. And trust your intuition and you can make magic happen. All right. That sounds like a nice sentence. So now I'm going to give these cards a little bit of a shuffle. And I will be, I wrote down some good stuff. So I wouldn't forget what to say. Here we go. Thanks very much for joining me. So let me check out what I wrote. I have not replaced the bulb yet. Well, yeah, I can still do it. Here I go, everybody. So regarding the 12 laws of karma, it is hard for me to believe. I never studied these 12 laws, and I've met with several psychics who tell me that I know this from previous lives. Even as a teen going into my 20s, I had studied all kinds of philosophy and religion, and somewhere I just kind of overlooked the 12 laws of karma, Up until it scrolled upon my feed, these 12 laws of karma have somehow eluded my mastery up until now. So I'm really like learning about it almost today, and you're seeing that I'm all excited about it and I want to talk about it on the internet. So anyway, I got that going for me. That's the history behind it. And I also want to say that some of these laws really ring a bell for me right now. Like, for example, I'm here because of law number 2 for sure. Number 2, law of creation. So fortunately for me, I'm enjoying my 9 of Pentacles, the fruits of my labor. I'm capitalizing on an opportunity even I didn't expect to have, right? But as a matter of fact, I don't let insomnia worry me anymore because, if I know I'm not going to be able to go to sleep, if I know I'm not going to be able to go to sleep, then guess what? I'm going to turn on the computer and put on a tie and put on a show. So anyway, and every show, every video I do, number one, I get to be better at tarot and I get to help more people. I'm also building up a giant video bank. I want to say hello to all the new viewers and thank you to all the new subscribers. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a good time because I know I am having a good time. All right. So let's get this book aside a second. And I think I got one more thing I have to check. Hang on a second. Well, I could really go through those laws and give you like a slice of my diary and tell you how it applies to me even at this moment. But as an example, for example, so because a lot of people, if you've never heard of the 12 laws of karma before, you're probably asking, why is it such a big deal? And like, if I can give an example from my life, that might help someone understand where I'm coming from and why I'm so excited about it. So I'm going to go right to number 10. I wrote down a bunch, but let me just go right to number 10, just as an example. Yeah, this is one of the ones I'm mad about. Okay, so number 10 is the law of change. History repeats itself until we finally learn. And that's very unfortunate. But if it's true, and we all construct our own reality, okay, well, we have to learn where we have to reprogram things. And you can't point at it in a mirror and say, fix that thing that I see in the mirror. The programming is on the inside. So that's like a middle of the road Breakaway Ray's version of why these things keep on happening until we learn how to fix it on the inside, right? Anyway, but that doesn't help people who've suffered repeated traumas over and over again. They just have a really challenging lesson to learn. Let's just put it that way. A very challenging lesson. And again, it points out like everyone has their own spiritual path. We don't know what's going on in anyone's head. We don't know what's going on in anyone's heart, right? But we could send positive vibes to everybody. So that's what I'm trying to do. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So that's one example. I'm sure, in this crowd with all the magical people we have and incredibly educated people we have, you've probably seen this stuff before. And I'm suggesting, if I had like a 12 laws of karma deck of cards and, someone asked for a drawing, I'd say, all right, okay, number 7, let's check out number 7. How does this apply to what's going on in your life and the dynamics that concern you at this time? So, so now we're going to get to the other part that I wanted to do. So yesterday, we had a good time calling in the consciousness, right, of the United States of America. And it was quite a dramatic reading, I thought. And so maybe I'm getting full of my britches, but let's just say I've seen other people call in the consciousness and pool a couple of people at a time. And, when I'm talking about karma and we want to have an educated discussion about that, I thought, well, why don't we invite Mahatma Gandhi, the great leader from India from the 20th century? I'm sure he'd be happy to pass on a good message or a good fortune cookie for us to think about. But also, I'd like to invite Bishop Desmond Tutu from South Africa, also 20th century, apartheid era, end of the apartheid era. He was a great leader, very diplomatic, very compassionate man. So why don't we invite both of them in? We'll invite the tarot world to help us channel those guys. And we'll say, hey, you two great masters, you two great philosophers, you two great humanitarians. Why don't you help show us some cards to think about as we proceed on with, the rest of the program. As long as we're on the subject, you guys are the masters. Let's get to the tarot cam. Okay, and also, I got to leave it up until I'm done. I got this Word document. My windows are not full. But anyway, I can handle it. Let's shuffle some cards. Hey, Tarot World. Thanks a lot. We're already having fun. You're like the best stage act producer ever. You write a great script. So, Tarot World, could you help us? We've been talking about karma, just to very rudimentary primary lesson for Breakaway Ray more than anything else for him. But wouldn't it be nice if Mahatma Gandhi and Bishop Desmond Tutu would like help pick a couple of cards for us so we could all think about the 12 laws and how it applies to our own lives? That'd be pretty cool. Thank you very much. Please show us what we need to see. Please tell us what we need to hear. Thank you. Awesome. Bishop Desmond Tutu. Mahatma Gandhi. All right. Thank you. I picked more cards than I thought I was going to pick. But anyway, that was a fun draw. Let's see. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm way more than entertained right now. Here we go. So starting up, I think we saw the Queen of Cups earlier. She's so intuitive and compassionate. And that sounds like a message those gentlemen would send us. Start with compassion. Think about others. And here we go. Next. Wow. So here's the Lovers card. There's the power of two together, ladies and gentlemen. The power of two together. Bishop Desmond Tutu, Mahatma Gandhi. We're asking for an intuitive message from those two learned men. And this is Breakaway Ray's card. The Eight of Swords is. This is Breakaway Ray's card for as much as you can imagine. So this sounds like a passionate message. Well, the Eight of Cups is the card for disappointment and walking away from what doesn't serve us anymore. Yeah, well, okay. And head towards your soul's path for that matter. And then the Emperor reminds us that we are in control. We can make that choice. I feel like we're getting a good lecture here. Thank you. Let's see what the closing remark is. So the Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork. And I think we see a couple of guys working there together. Yeah. Two learned, blessed men in a blessed place, delivering a message to us. The Chariot reminds us of law number 3? The Chariot reminds us of movement, what it is. It's law number 2, the one I was talking about. The law of creation. Make something happen. Get off the couch and do something. And then the Four of Swords is either saying, remember to rest and rejuvenate during the weekend, or I forgot what the other alternative was. Or maybe it's just a message, hey, Breakaway Ray, go to sleep. Okay, so I want to thank Mahatma Gandhi and Bishop Desmond Tutu and the Tarot World for that special message, which was as much as we can imagine. We can walk away from doesn't serve us anymore, and we'll gain stronger control. We got to keep on going. We have to act. We have to remember law number 2, and then take it easy this weekend, everybody. Cool. Okay, so now I did all the things I want to do, and well, not all of them. The last thing I want to do is check the readings. I'm going to close this document or move it out of the way. Hang on a second. Oh, you know what? Before I look at the chat, Breakaway Ray needs a tea break. So here you go. This is a Monet. I think this is off of the coast of France. It is Monet, I think. I can't believe there's anybody in the chat. Do you people know what time in the morning it is? All right. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah, I got to get a piece of paper. Hang on. Here we go. Hello, Puck Elf. All right. See, you got the number one there. You're the number one fan tonight, bro. Okay. And then, I'm Andrea 54 Hector. Sweet. Hello. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you again, Andrea 54 Hector. Okay. Number 3. Hey, Johnny Anderson. Hi, Johnny. All right. And then I'm going to scan around it in case anyone actually had to request a tarot reading with caps. Hang on a sec, please. Oh, thanks a lot, Johnny Anderson. I see your message in the chat. I really appreciate it. All right. So we'll just get right to the readings now. Start with Puck Elf. Thanks everybody for being here. Let's have some more fun. Great. All right, Puck Elf way out in Australia. Wow. It's kind of unbelievable to me still, Puck Elf. I mean, even if somebody told me 2 years ago that I would be routine meeting up with a person in Australia over the internet, I can't believe that would ever happen. But anyway, thanks a lot, Puck Elf. It's been great getting to know you over at least a year and a half now, starting on Rob's show. Cool. These cards are for Puck Elf, please. Fun, helpful message for Puck Elf. Tuning in way out there. Some fun message for Puck Elf, please. Because we're having fun tonight. This morning. Yeah. Party all morning. Woot, woot. These cards are for Puck Elf. All right. Cool. Great. Here we go. It's the King of Wands. He's the big picture fella. Natural leader, visionary, entrepreneur, big picture, overcoming challenges, mature, career focused. I really like overcoming challenges and mature part. But this could also be like an introduction saying, here's the big picture for Puck Elf. Well, starting with the Page of Swords, which indicates new ideas and new ways of communicating, curiosity, a thirst for knowledge, and the word restless is on the card, and also mental energy. Now, these could be describing you. And then the Death card shows up, which indicates transformation, endings, beginnings, change, transition, metamorphosis, and end of a cycle. These are supposed to be fun cards. These look pretty dramatic. Let's see what the second sentence has to say. Wow. Whoa. This is heavy. So the Lover's card shows up. I mean, it does indicate the strength of two together. I will read what it says on the card. It says, love, harmony, relationships, union, partnerships, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. It's a lovely card no matter how you look at it. Wow. And then the Hermit shows up. Woo. Let's read what it says on the Hermit card. Soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking, being alone, independence, inner guidance, meditation, and consciousness. All right. So everyone who's been tuning in to STARCARD is wondering when I'm going to say the thing that I normally say about the Lover's card. Well, I guess I should say it right now because here's what I think is going on. The Lover's card also means to me that the spirit world is right here and talking to us and loves us and has a message for us. And then the Hermit card, just from what little I know about Puck Elf, because let's face it, we are all magical people. This might indeed look like Puck Elf also in communication with them, like they're all in the same room together. Puck Elf understands the spirit world. He's much more acquainted with it than I am. So this wouldn't surprise me at all that he's right there with his spirit guides. Next up, it's the Four of Swords, which talks about rejuvenation and meditation. So did this card, meditation. And then check it out. We asked for a fun, card, and here we go. We have the Three of Cups. Look at those ladies partying down. It's a celebration. So I guess that's good news. You invited your spirit guides to the party when you were meditating, and now you're all three of you together. How about that? Styling. Congratulations, Puck Elf. Have a good time. Thanks, Tarot World. Next up, Andrea 54 Hector. Hey, Tarot World, that was awesome. Thanks a lot. Do you have a fun, helpful message for Andrea 54 Hector? Please show us what we need to see. Please tell us what we need to hear. A fun, helpful message for Andrea 54 Hector, please. Andrea 54 Hector. This is for Andrea 54 Hector. A fun, helpful message for Andrea 54 Hector. Thank you. Oh, okay. All right. Let's check it out. This is for entertainment purposes only. If you're still listening to this podcast, you're entertained. How about that? Right on. All right. The good news is the Ten of Swords says it's the end of a painful episode. That sounds like something to be relieved about and maybe even celebrate and take a breather with. And then I guess if it's the end of a painful episode, the Death card says it's going to be a change or a transformation. I want to say for some reason it sounds like it's going to be an organic change. Just the way we recognize the life of a plant, there's going to be some kind of a metamorphosis like that. Like naturally, now that this is over, this is the next phase. Anyway, let's go to the next one. And the Page of Swords indicates new ideas and new ways of communicating, a curiosity, thirst for knowledge. And it also has the words restless and also mental energy. There's going to be a change. Mental energy. Is there a change in the way you're going to be thinking about things, perhaps? That's pretty simple. And after that experience, I'm going to make sure that never happens again, or I'm going to avoid that. No, it looks like you acquired some kind of wisdom. That's something to celebrate. I said celebrate. Look who shows up. Is there a party? Ding dong. This guy is the Nine of Cups, and he's the party on card. He's also the wish come true card. Again, this change sounds like you might as well keep celebrating and keep being appreciative for the new position you're in. Can I read what's on the card here? Nine of Cups, wish come true, contentment, satisfaction, emotional stability, luxury, and gratitude. Awesome. Look, well, naturally, again, if something's going to be finished, okay, then a new opportunity has to come in. It's the Ace of Pentacles. But, I wouldn't go out to dinner yet, okay? Not until the first paycheck, Anyway, I'm just teasing. I'm trying to find a dynamic that might ring a bell. Anyway, next up, the Ace of Pentacles: abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career or financial opportunity, new venture, prosperity. I just want to say, it's beautiful. It's going to be beautiful just like that garden, but that garden was well tended, and that garden was well tended for many years. It didn't just grow like that overnight. So anyway, your every opportunity is precious. That's a good message for all of us. Yeah, you might as well celebrate knowing that the universe is going to provide. All right, and you know what? I'm saying focus on one opportunity. The Seven of Cups says there's lots of opportunities. So look around. The Seven of Cups says opportunities, wishful thinking, choices. Also says illusion, searching for purpose, and daydreaming. Oh, wow. And then you get another 7. It's the 7 of Pentacles. And you remember how I was talking about the gardening here with the little because that little hedge there that was grown and framed and all that stuff, right? So here's this guy in the garden, and he's doing a good job with his garden. You can see he's got a lot of value from his hard work. So let's see what it says. Well, hard work and good choices, right? Because you had to pick the right choice. Not all the choices are good. Okay, 7 of Pentacles, long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, and investment. Not all the choices are good. Anyway, finally, the last card for you. The good luck. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Let's read what the Wheel of Fortune says. Good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny. I got to stop myself right here because someone in my family, well, anyway, because of the occupation that person has, makes me want to say, if you live by luck, you're going to die by luck. That's how I feel. But anyway, this is not like gambling. Look at how hard we're working at this. We made this big transformation. We're going to work at it. Then the good karma is going to come at us, right? And then that's one of the karma laws we just heard about. Be patient. What is that? Law number 11 or something like that. Still down at the bottom, right? I just learned it. I haven't memorized yet. Wait till tomorrow. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune, good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs, unpredictable. I'm too old to gamble, I'll tell you that. So I'd rather have that not be part of my life. Anyway, but those cards were for you, and I don't know why I keep seeing like the roulette wheel, and I'm sorry. All right. So as a matter of fact, I know someone, and I was just thinking about that person, and gambling was an issue. So I apologize if my personal thing kind of like colored it a little bit there. You know what else? Well, my personal thing, the gardening part, that was my grandpa all the way. Okay. Awesome garden. Thanks so much for inviting me to read. I hope it was helping you and it was at least entertaining. Thank you very much for being patient while I shared so much about myself during your reading. You are a good viewer and a good subscriber. I really appreciate your support, Andrea 54 Hector. And now Johnny gets a turn. All right. Thanks a lot, Johnny, for showing up to my party. Yeah, nice. Oh, Namira is out there in the Netherlands. Good morning, Namira. All right. I'm like, that's like the first message I've seen on the chat. Busy picking cards, but I'm so happy. Everybody, I read the chat after we're done, and I sure do appreciate how kind you are to me and how kind you are to each other. I hope you're all having a good time. Thanks a lot. Feels like we're going to have a good time, right? If there's going to be a STARCARD podcast and we keep grooving like we've been going here in School-tember, imagine October, November, and December. It's going to be a fun run. But these cards are for Johnny. We have a fun, helpful message for Johnny, please. Thank you very much for all the fun cards tonight. We're all learning something. We're going to apply it like to the laws of karma. Right. How about a fun, helpful message for Johnny, please? These cards are for Johnny. One more shuffle. These cards are for Johnny. I can't believe how many thousands of miles away Johnny is from me right now. These cards are for Johnny. Right on, Johnny. These cards are for you. And right off the bottom. Cool. Thanks a lot, Johnny. Thanks for inviting me to read. You know I love to practice. Here we go. The good news is that the worst of it is over. It's the 5 of Cups. It's the disappointment card. Regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, and grief. I'm sorry if that's a dynamic going on over there where you are, but something tells me, again, the worst is over here because you're Johnny. You're turning everything into a positive. Here we go. The 6 of Cups talks about familiarity, happy memories, reminiscing, childhood memories, innocence, joy, and nostalgia. This could be as simple as, your son just started driving a car, for example. Well, he's not a little kid anymore. I'm going to miss the little guy. Now he's, 16 years old driving a car around. Just pretend not. I don't know if anyone even wants a car anymore. Dude, they're such a hassle. Got to have them where I am. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's stick to the story here. Johnny, there's a 5 of Wands, which indicates a conflict. And then there's an emperor involved, an authority figure. Whoa. I don't think I have anything to do with it, but you get the Star card, and that's like, even after all this, there's a conflict going on, but I'm supposing you totally have control, and so you should have hope. It's probably going to be rough. I mean, it'd be like, your if I don't know if you have any kids, Johnny, but like you had a son over. Again, we're talking about the teenager. He has his friends over, and then they start wrestling, and then stuff gets broken. Okay, everything's gonna be okay. You have everything under control. This is like small potatoes. Again, but I don't know, kind of hurts somehow. Well, anyway, again, you look at this dude. You got the Star card. Whoops. You got the Star card followed by the Sun card. So you got the Star card all filled with hope. Everything's going to be great. And then also the Sun card says all is well. See, isn't that how I called it at the beginning of the reading? Yeah, look at you go. All right, way to go. And that's because the Hermit says, you have the power of the mind. You see things going on that the other people don't think that you see, but you see it all. Maybe not all. Maybe I'm getting a little bit creative there. Nevertheless, you're looking at things that they're not seeing, and that's why everything's okay. You could be very simply looking at the overall picture is, again, everything's going to be all right. Johnny, thanks for inviting me to read. I do appreciate the practice and having you here. It's great. Thanks for letting me come into your house. I really like that card. All right. So let's see, how much time have I got? Ooh, I guess I'm going to check and see if there's anybody else in the chat who wanted a reading. I didn't really give it a good look. Let's check it out. Okay, can you do it? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. Maybe the reading helped you with your dynamic with your dog, Johnny? I don't know. Thank you, Johnny. Okay. Anyone else? Yes. Okay. So you know what? I'll throw a card for Namira, and then I'll close up shop for the morning. That sounds good to me. So thank you, Namira, for inviting me to read. There we go. We have a card for Namira. Please way out in the Netherlands. Wow. That's so awesome. Wow, a card for Namira, please. Okay, here's a card. It's the Temperance card. There we go. That's better. And the Temperance card has an angel on it. And, she's pouring liquid from one cup to another. Not a drop is splashed. And then it says on the Temperance card, balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, purpose, and finding meaning. There's a lot of carpe diem and love the ones around you, love the moment, be present. How nice. Thanks so much, Namira. That's a nice feeling to close the show on. So I want to thank everyone for participating today, and I want to wish everyone luck with their pursuits and their next step forward. You have my support, all right? So keep up the good work, and I'll see you next time on STARCARD Podcast.